If you wondered that Blue's Clues episode that Slippery and Tickety Talk get possessed. And also, this is going to be narrated by the Nick Jr. Frogs, and the Nickelodeon Fish. So let's begin the story. It started with Nick and JR playing with the ball and Nickelodeon Fish sitting and watching TV. Both play until the mailman delivered a package which had the Stanley colors, then the Nickelodeon Fish opened it, and it was the Ghost and Molly McGee DVD cover. The DVD cover had Molly with Scratch, with Daryl, Ollie, Libby, June, and Andrea behind him on a background of her house with text above them reading, "The Ghost and Molly McGee, Season 3 is here." With the Disney Channel logo on the left bottom and the Disney Television Animation and Disney DVD logos at the right bottom, even know that this show is not preschool at all. The spine on the cover had. And the back of the cover had. Season 3, the Orange Frog asked. I thought it only had 2 seasons? Oh well. Let's go watch the DVD. The Nickelodeon Fish spoke. Come on, son and Nickelodeon Fish. Orange Frog told Orange Frog. Yes, yes, yes. Nickelodeon Fish agreed. Come on. Blue Frog told us. Orange Frog then opened the DVD to be what looked like a disc, and it looked like it was on a high budget. It started with the Disney Channel original logo, but the logo was holding his suitcase and the background was red and the logo spoke. Come on, Bus, hurry up. The logo spoke. I don't wanna die. Wait, I remember what the EAS has told me. Panicking will only make the disaster even worse. Then the bus picked up the DCO logo and the logo came to the bus and picked him up. Dan drives it off. After the 2 logos, it showed some previews like Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Wander Over Yonder, Gravity Falls, Haley's on It, Kim Possible, and Kif. After the previews, it took us to the main menu. The DVD menu had the same one as the DVD cover. There were 5 ghosts with text reading Play All, Story Selection, Bonus Material, Sneak Peeks and Setup, while Dennis read them. Well, let's just press Play All, Orange Frog told them. Nickelodeon Fish pressed Play All so that Orange Frog and Blue Frog can finally know the show. The DVD began. It showed the episodes that were playing in order, which were White Christmas, Perfect Day, F.O.N.A.A, Game On, and Jinx vs. the Human World. After the episodes, it showed a warning, which took place in one of the backgrounds from the credits. Warning: the following episode may contain death and destruction that are related to apocalyptic movies such as 2024, Cleanie Brown, Ezio Goodman and Ted Morgan, before they got fired in Disney TVA, so it may be scary for older kids' audiences. If you're scared, please go back to the menu and choose another episode. If you brave, just cover your kids' eyes and watch at your own risk. Thank you. Oh, the Blue Frog was shocked. The intro then played, but the backgrounds were red tinted and the singing became demonic. But no one and everyone in the world noticed though. Then came the show's logo, but the letters were black and the outline was red and the text created by Bot Mots and Bill Robin were shades of black and text in the bloody font saying, 1/13/2024. After the weird theme song, the episode began. The episode title faded into read the final hours. The title card is called, The Final Day of Frights. It started with the Molly's house at morning. Guys, guess what? Scratch asked. It cut to an excited Scratch. Teletoon, YTV, and Terribly Terrific Productions are coming to our house. Then they heard the door knock. Okay. I will open the door. Ollie said. He opened the door to see the 3 logos. Well, they're here. He called. Hi. Teletoon greeted. Hello. Molly greeted back. So, are you ready for this? And I think our parents went to work at 5 a.m. so they are coming back about 12 am. Daryl asked. Yeah. Teletoon, YTV, and Terribly Terrific Productions mascot exclaimed. Good. Just sit at the table and if there's not enough chairs, grab some extras. Jun Chen informed. As Molly McGee checked the fridge, she was surprised. There was no food inside the fridge. Oh! We're out of food. Molly shocked. Oh no! TTP monster gasped. Where are we going to find food that we can actually eat from? Guys, calm down. I know somewhere. Libby thought. It then faded to Molly and her friends and her logo friends arriving at Walmart. Wait, hey? I don't remember seeing a Walmart supercenter in Tigam. The blue frog thought. Here we are, Walmart. Scratch told them. I have never been to that place before. TTP Mascot gasped. I have heard that this place is totally worth it. Molly gasped too. Well, let's head into it. Molly and her friends, Teletoon, YTV, and TTP Mascot were excited to see what Walmart looked like. And it was. They were all amazed at how good Walmart looked like. Which one should I pick? Scratch asked. I think you should pick the cereals, fruits, vegetables, and many more. Libby told Scratch. Okay, Libby. Molly said. I got an apple. Teletoon said. And I got grapes. YTV said. And I got meat. Ollie said. But wait, there's more. Terribly Terrific Monster said. It then showed a 30-second montage of the gang getting the food later. Molly was about to say something. All right. Now where do we? But before she could finish, the EAS alarm played in the speakers. What's going on? Molly shouted. Then an announcer spoke which sounded like Anchor from TPOT. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. All normal broadcasting, radio broadcasting, and even more has been discontinued during this alert. There is an asteroid that is named N62 meteor, is going to hit the planet, and it'll cause severe damage to vehicles, buildings, and even more. Seek shelter immediately. If there's no shelter available, get to the public shelter. If you don't have a vehicle, then get to a bus stop, or a taxi cab stand, or a tricycle or a motorcycle and ask to get to the public shelter. If you're not able to find a bus stop, or a taxi cab stand, or a tricycle or a motorcycle, then run to the public shelter as quick as possible. Do not panic, remain calm. Panicking will make this disaster worse. So stay tuned for more information about this situation, and good luck seeking shelter. YTV was about to scream, but luckily, Teletoon covered his mouth and asked, Did you listen? Panicking will only make it worse. Okay. But we need to head to the checkout. YTV thought. They then headed to the checkout. And they headed out of the Walmart. When they were out of Walmart, they saw that the sky was turning red, and everyone was rushing to the shelter. Libby called a taxi, and they went in, without a driver. Come on. Move it. Hurry up. Molly panicked. Make the car go faster. No time to ask. Ollie berated. Get in. Move. 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 They all nodded as they got in. Soon afterwards, it cut to Sun, Bird, and Flower watching TV. All of a sudden, their expressions changed from happy to shocked. As the EAS alarm played. Then it showed the front view of the TV. Oh no! Sun panicked. This can't be. We're doomed. Sun started to scream, but he sounded like tall_on. And Bird also screamed, but he also sounded like Sunday. And Flower said, Sun, Bird, look, panicking will only make the disaster even worse. Whatever the case, let's race to the car and look for shelter. Bird exclaimed. They all raced to the car and went for a ride to find shelter. Meanwhile in the taxi, Teletoon checked his phone and he was surprised. The world will end in 20 minutes. He warned. It then cut to a close-up of the phone. The dun dun dun. SFX played in the background. Heck no. YTV screamed. Dad, good news, this is not swearing again. Blue Frog muttered. It's okay, guys. I found shelter. Ollie informed. Then let's head for it. Daryl exclaimed. Hang on tight, people. Libby exclaimed. He put it on full power. Miraculously, the car landed in the shelter without crashing. When they arrived at the parking lot, everyone got off. The next thing they saw was Sharon's car crashing into the parking lot. Oh! My! Gosh! Bird berated. Well, what do you know? Sun asked as Bird, and Flower climbed out of the car. It's those guys again. The ones that were trying to take over my theme song. Flower explained. No time for fighting. The world will end soon. Molly berated. Guys! I think that the world is about to end in 4 minutes. Terribly Terrific Productions asked. It then cut to a plane that had arrived at the shelter. People were screaming as they were getting into the shelter. It then cut to many logos and Disney Channel characters arriving at the shelter. Cookie Jar, Noggin, 2005, Nick Jr. Father and Son, 1988, Nickelodeon, 2023, Sesame Workshop House, Out of the Blue, Decode, Warner Brothers Pictures Animation, Wander, Sylvia, Lord Hater, Peepers, Lunella, Devil, Casey, Kif, Barry, and many more logos and Disney Channel characters. Soon afterwards, it cut to everyone at the shelter. We're glad you've all arrived. Scratch relieved. Say, who are these people? Terribly Terrific Productions asked. My name is Nick, and this my son, Junior. Nick introduced. And this is everyone who just followed me here to find you. Oh. Molly asked. Hi, Nick, how are you? Then after Molly greeted to Nick, just then, the scene cut to the meteor soaring for 15 seconds, then it cut to the gang in the shelter. Molly? Any updates? Little Airplane Productions asked. Let me check for 1 second. Ollie informed. This world is going to end in 1 minute, get to the public shelter fast. Oh no! Little Airplane gasped. I think the world will end in 1 minute. 1 minute! Wild Brain Eye gasped. Holy Grail! Lunella, Moon Girl, and Casey panicked. We're gonna go boom! Noggin, 2005, Callaway Sun and WBPA as well. None of us wanna die. Kim Possible screamed. I don't want to die too. Cartoons agreed. Hurry, everyone! Get into the shelter. Now! Then after everyone got in, Cartoons and Candlefox got in the bunker. Then as the meteor was about to hit the ground, a countdown began. But with every number the scene changed. 10. Cartoon Pizza covered his ears and cup of coffee is scared. 9. WGBH tried to find a shelter. 8. New Line Cinema asked, panicked. I'm so scared. 7. And Warner Brothers Pictures said to New Line Cinema, I think that panicking will only make the disaster worse than I thought it would be. 6. It's going to blow. JR screamed. 5. Noggin, 2005, Sun, Bird and Bunny screaming in tall _on. 4. Scratch and Molly McGee being impacted. 3. Disney Channel crying. I will miss you all. 2. The other ghosts try to find the shelter fast. 1. Teletoon crying I'm so scared, 2. Then Nick was covered JR's eyes before the meteor hits. Then the meteor then hit the ground causing an explosion. The scene then cut to parts of the earth exploding as an orchestral version of the My Man Molly by Baha Men was playing in the background. But it was played in a key of F and in a minor key. It then transitioned to the bunker which was blasting off in the explosion. Then Flower, Playhouse Disney, and Boulder Man used their shields to protect both of themselves. A coughs when the entire world got destroyed. Ugh, what happened? A groans. And where is everyone? What is happening? Ollie screamed. Don't you know? It's the end of the world. Terribly Terrific Productions screamed. OOHH knew. Cup of Coffee yelled. Brace yourselves. Nick panicked. We're going down. Bird yelled. Everyone in the bunker was screaming, which all sounded like the characters of their own, plus the BFDI, and Little Einsteins and Disney Channel shows scream. It then faded to black. It stayed black for 30 seconds, until bright figures of Molly, Scratch, Libby, Andrea, Ollie, and June faded in. There was a 70-year-old man speaking in the background. Wake up, 6 of you. The boy's voice spoke. Ugh, who is it? Ollie asked tiredly, off-screen. It's us. The boy's voice spoke. Both of you. Molly questioned tiredly, off-screen. I gotta ask you all, is the series over? The boy's voice asked. Ugh, what? Libby questioned tiredly, off-screen. If yes, it is. If no, it's not. So pick a choice. Never mind. Anyways, it's over. The boy's voice spoke. Then the bright figure faded out slowly. Wait. A said. What if the entire world has got to be back to normal? It then faded into the Molly and her friends waking up from their blackout, and everyone got out of the shelter and looked around. Oh my goodness! The world is destroyed. Andrea gasped. Of course it is. Molly agreed. It then cut to Molly and her friends walking through a destroyed city looking concerned. Oh no! Molly gasped. The earth is destroyed. There are piles of debris everywhere. Libby stated. After that, it showed Stanley's house now in ruins. What happened to our house? Molly gasped. It caught on fire due to the meteor's force. The firefighter explained. Molly and her friends' faces then turned sad. Oh no, how could this be? Molly gasped. I can't believe it. We traveled at the of my parents died for a very long time. Ollie sobbed. Our poor parents there completely died. June whimpered. Now we have nowhere else to live. Scratch said. Why? Libby cried. Everyone got where the Molly and her friends were. Okay, why did you guys go away? Teletoon asked, before finishing his sentence. What has happened here? YTV wondered. It looks like Molly's house is on fire. Nick panicked. Now where will Molly and her friends live now? Moon Girl cried. It's all gone now. Terribly Terrific Productions sobbed. Poor Molly's house is in ruins. Molly's house. Haley's on it, said. We will miss you tremendously. So long, Molly's home and parents. Then everyone cried with Molly and her friends, logos, and Disney Channel characters. It sounded like all of their voice actors were crying in pain. It then faded to black, ending the episode. The credits then rolled, but they were different. The credits were playing slower by 2x. The backgrounds were orange, and the music that was playing in the background was a very sad song. What did we watch? The orange frog said, shocked. Before the logo came up, a message in Psychotronic font says, "Thank you so much for watching The Ghost and Molly McGee." The Disney TVA, Disney Channel, and the Buena Vista International Television logos came up, but they were messed up. The Disney Television Animation logo came up, but the background was red and Mickey was in pain and screamed in tall_on. The Disney Channel logo came up, but the background was orange, and the logo was covering his ears. The Buena Vista International Television logo came up, but it was the same as the end of Higglytown. It cut to black for 5 seconds, before static filled the screen, and then a jump scare scared the shit out of me. It was an edited picture of the 3 animals from Join the Circus, where the ringmaster penguin advised them to split up and they look at the camera after hearing it, but they had BFDI mouths and their eyes were black hollow holes with blue, green and red dots and they were crying blood. The creepy imagery featured the screaming of the Wonder Pets from Save the Wonder Pets, where they were being swallowed whole by a whale, the ATI/Alphaneme, the Sonic.exe scream, the Gummy Bear scream, the Godzilla roar, the BFDI scream, Studio 989's Void logo scream, the Void Einstein scream, Jeff the Killer's scream, a distorted version of the Godzilla roar, the jump scare sound from Happy Mouse, the screaming noise from Suicide Mouse, the FNAF2 jump scare, the screaming from the Cave Cove episode, shortened, Ghost Rider scream, and a demonic toned pitch of the fucking sheet jump scare. Holy God, the blue frog gasped. After the jump scare, it fades to an aqua background with Scratch and Molly McGee at the bottom, and on the top pink text said, "Thanks for meeting with Scratch and Molly McGee." Accompanied that was "Here in Higglytown" from Higglytown Heroes. This went on for 30 seconds before cutting to black for 1 second and then taking us back to the menu. After the aqua background, it went back to the menu. The orange frog ejected the disc and put it in the case and threw it in the water until there was a knocking at the door. "Orange frog, open the door," a voice said. The door revealed to be Pen, Eraser, Blocky, and Snowball from BFDI. "We took the screenshots of the Ghost and Molly McGee, the final days in Frights," the blue frog said. "Whoa!" Pen gasped. "That looks similar to Stanley, final hours that we've encountered. Well, we're never going to watch the Ghost and Molly McGee ever again," the Nickelodeon fish said. The end.